Hey peeps, Tyler here. I have now been on T for 1 year and 4 months. As of June 2nd, I'm filming this at 10 p.m. It'll go up tomorrow. So, 1 year and 4 months on T, and I'm going to talk about all the stuff that's happened, all the changes. The biggest one has nothing to do with physical. It's that I feel so much. I'm going to talk about the physical stuff too. But the biggest one is just that I'm actually happy now. That's the biggest thing. I have a video of my trans story here. That's not what this video is. But yeah, the biggest thing is, for decades, I wanted to unalive myself, and I don't now. Life is obviously not necessarily easy or peachy keen, but I actually want to live now. That is huge. My depression is gone. Despite the fact I was born with Vactral Association and chronic pain to go along with all my medical disaster mess of a body. So I live with chronic pain, I live with multiple disabilities. Like, life, when I say it's not peachy keen and it's still hard, I mean it. But I'm the disabled man I'm supposed to be, not the disabled woman I was pretending to be. And that's huge. And to go along with that, the Vactral Associations and a whole bunch of physical medical issues. And I have videos that are going up about that I filmed in January from TikTok. That's going in a playlist. But for the brain neurodivergency stuff, I realized a few years ago, after a whole bunch of research and looking into it and such, that I'm autistic and ADHD. But oh my god, it feels like both, especially the ADHD, has gotten so much fucking worse. And on one hand, it's annoying. I mean, I like who I am, though. So now that I'm happy with who I am, I'll try to figure out how to work with my brain. But oh my god, the ADHD sometimes drives me insane. Can I please fucking concentrate? But I've also realized that I have medical card for cannabis. Now I have a whole bunch of, like I mentioned, physical medical issues, chronic pain. But I think what I'm now mostly medicating for is the ADHD, so I can fucking concentrate. Yeah, that and my severe stomach problems. The ADHD is driving me nuts. But I'll figure that out. I like who I am. I like the way my brain works, even when it drives me nuts. Both can be true at the same time. There are things I like about it, things I don't. Pros and cons to everything. But yeah, I swear I've gotten, like... And some of it probably is just that I know I am now. So I'm, like, trying to be who I am and unmask and all that. But definitely being happy in who I am has now made a humongous difference. It is like... So I guess it's like a more me than I knew was even possible, I think is what's happening. It's very weird. So on to more physical stuff. Obviously, I've gotten hairier, particularly my legs and arms. I have a tiny bit of chest hair, but it's only been a year. I'm pretty sure that takes a while. But and I'm almost 4 months post-op surgery, so there's also that. On the 8th will be 4 months, and I'm a very slow healer, but I have been healing. I'm fine. So, yeah, my arms, though, and legs have gotten hairier, minus, like, kind of lack of hair. I mean, I have some hair on my lower, like, the lower half of my left, calf. And I think, I was thinking pre-T that I might have a circulation problem. And, like, it really affects my left leg, and I don't quite understand why, because I have a hemangioma on my right. So I'm wondering if that's like, because that's a whole bunch of blood vessels, I'm wondering if that is causing the issue with my left leg. Because now that is just like, there's so much hair everywhere else except there. My left leg has less than my right leg, hair in general. I'm thinking it might be telling me my suspicions were correct. I might have to talk to my doctor about that. But I mean, it's not like it's not getting here, it's just so much less. But also, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just random. Because I know, like, hair doesn't grow evenly on cis guys either. It does weird shit. You have bald spots that they fill in. I know that. So I don't know if it's that, or if it's because I think I might, or maybe it's both. It could be both. But overall, I'm a lot hairier. Of course, this facial hair, that's not even, or hasn't been, I haven't really paid too much attention to it, but it was growing in on the left side a lot faster. But yeah. And, fat redistribution. Yeah, I've written stuff down so that way I don't forget anything. Fat redistribution, of course. My face has, I guess, the jaw's gotten sharper. It's hard for me to, like, pinpoint differences, but I can see the difference. And I've been taking pictures on Instagram and there are these videos on YouTube. So, like, you can see the progression of my face. And, of course, my body, which is really hard for me to see because I see my body every day. And, of course, it's my body. And, like, at one point, I was a little over 200 pounds. This was pre-T. And then my husband passed away. I lost some from that I never gained back. And then T's made me lose some more weight. But the point is, at one point I was a little over 200 pounds, and clothes that were too small on me then, that are now too big on me, I still look at and my initial thought is that's too small. When I know damn well that's wrong if I think about it for 5 seconds. So there's obviously still stuck in my brain of past me. But I know when I actually put them on and think, oh, these feel entirely different, even from not too long ago, like, you know, a year and 4 months ago. I have lost a little bit of weight since then as well, on top of after my husband passed away. But, the clothes fitting differently in the past several months. Like, these pants, even when I didn't really weigh any more than I do now, these pants used to be tight, and now they're, like, loose. And I'm drowning in all my clothes all of a sudden, regardless of what the hell my weight does. And now I'm out of focus. But, yeah. And of course, my mom lives with me, so she has mom power, I guess, and can, like, see stuff before I could. I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of focus. But, the weight loss to a point. I'm 5'5", so technically I should be over 150, and I keep bouncing around between, like, 152 and 158-ish. I don't think I'm going to get under 150. But I also, like I said, have medical issues and stomach problems that severely limit what I can do when it comes to eating or anything else. So, I'll take what I can get. And with that, though, with the whole food thing, hungrier, which is weird because of my severe stomach issues that I mentioned. Before, I never really felt hungry. It was like something that was very, very rare and would quickly go away because my stomach pain would just overtake it. And sometimes I would only know I need to eat because eventually I would get, like, tired, no energy. I'm like, oh yeah, I still need to fucking eat because I'm still human, even if my body doesn't want to fucking tell me because of my stomach problems. Now it tells me a little more. And I realized at some points, it differs day to day. I don't quite know why, because I don't do much. But some days I was realizing I could eat and eat and eat and eat and I would not get full, which is also a fucking problem with my stomach issues, until I found the magic thing. Protein! I can't even exercise. Why do I need protein? Just testosterone. That's why. So protein is very important for me now. I don't know why, but without it, I will never be full. And also, speaking of which, despite the fact I can't weight train, exercise, anything like that, so obviously I'm not going to bulk up or get strong or anything, I know that. I wasn't expecting to notice anything strength-wise. I mean, I know testosterone helps you build muscle, I know that. But because I can't do anything, yeah, I figured it wouldn't really do much. And I know it's not going to do much, but I can open jars I couldn't before. And this makes me immensely happy. Apparently testosterone does a little something all on its own, I guess. I can open jars now. It's amazing. Of course, my periods have stopped, except for like a couple drops here and there, every once in a blue moon. But of course, the voice, which you've been able to hear, bottom growth, which I won't go into. You probably know what that is anyway, but I freaking love it. That's all I'm going to say. And along with that area, also a lot hornier. I know I'm nowhere near the horniest, but even by average of having, it's become a need. It was not a need before. Before, I could just ignore it if I got horny, and it would go away. It doesn't do that now. It'll get worse and worse and worse until I take care of it, on an average of about once a day. That is a lot of a difference. That's a much bigger difference than before for me. I know that's nothing compared to some other guys, which, holy fuck. But yeah, that's a thing as well. And along with the fact I can't physically do much, I occasionally sweat a little bit when I didn't before. I'm not very sweaty because I can't do much. But before T, I was kind of convinced I couldn't even sweat. Apparently I can. So yeah, that's all the differences that I can think of. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.